So going back to our plugins page, we're going to find some more plugins that we're going to use. And right now we're gonna try to find some more plugins that I like. Change names, or they don't get updated as the platform is updated. So yeah, this is the one that I like also. CBNet Ping Optimizer. And so what that's going to do is it's going to limit your pings that gets sent out to all the ping services when you update or when you add a new post. So let's say you add a fresh post this morning, and as you're looking over it, you decide you want to change something on your post and you want to update it. Well, this morning when you uploaded the post, it got pinged, and you don't want your post to get pinged again just for an update. And so let's say you update it 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times. You don't want your site to get pinged every time you update your post. So you only want your site to get pinged one time for one post, and that's gonna prevent you from being marked as a spammer by Google and Bing and Yahoo. So you really want to count the number of pings that you have going out, and this plugin is really going to help you. So back to our list of plugins, we're gonna just keep moving on to some more plugins. And another nice plugin that I like to use is, see if we can find it here. RSS to comments. Subscribe to comments. So this is another helpful plugin that I want to help you install, because when people start coming to your blog and your blog posts become more popular and you gain subscribers, you want to give people an option to subscribe to those comments, because as people comment back and forth, people want to stay on top of that information, and your blog can really become a hot spot for conversation with this plugin. And if you can really keep conversations going back and forth and people engaged with just the comments that they're making and you're making in between, and you can really get some good traffic, high quality traffic, and some repeat visitors that way. And so that's what you're looking for, those repeat visitors. Another plugin that I like to use is Page to Post Converter. And what this will do is, some pages that you create, you may not want them to be pages. You may want to convert them to posts. And the default operation of WordPress doesn't allow you to do that. And so this plugin will allow you to convert any page into a post or any post into a page, and that can be very helpful for site functions or even the overall look of your site. Another plugin that I like to use is the, well, I want you guys to use a good Google plugin, and that plugin would be Google Analytics. And what that plugin is going to do is it's going to allow you to input your information from your Google Analytics page so you can keep track of your visitors, and you can get some detailed information about your website's traffic and statistics. It's in that way you know how well your site's doing, which blog posts are the most popular, how much time people are spending on your blog, and where they're coming from. So that's another very helpful plugin that you can use. And these plugins, like I said before, are free. You only have to download them and install them, and installing them is pretty much one or two clicks, and they're working. After you install and plug in, though, you want to make sure you come over here on the left side of your WordPress blog, because under this tab of that says settings, sometimes it'll be collapsed and sometimes it'll be expanded. And so you want to make sure you expand this settings tab so you can see all of the working plugins that you have going on over here on the side. So as you install new plugins and activate them, this list is going to expand. And so when you install a new plugin, such as the CBNet Ping Optimizer, so I'm going to come in here and I'm going to configure this plugin for the first time, and you want to configure all of this stuff as you're installing it, so you can kind of keep track to what's activated, to what's working, to what's actually helping you. Because if a plugin is not helping you, or if it's not working, or if it's slowing your website down, you want to remove that plugin and just move on. You may want to try to find something else to replace it, but if not, then just move on. Don't worry about it. You don't need it. So like I said, you want to come in here and you want to play with these plugins. Well, not play with them, but you want to actually set them up. You want to set them up and get them working so that everything works the right way. Some stuff you do have to play with, because some plugins have more options and more features than others, and so you are going to have to kind of tweak and test, go back and forth between what works and what doesn't work. So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind as you're installing new plugins. And as you install new plugins, make sure that you come over here and check your website regularly. Check your live blog, so that you make sure that everything's still working. You want to make sure that all of the functions are still intact, and nothing has been thrown off, because sometimes some of these plugins or some of these themes, they can have some missing files, and more than likely you're going to be a-okay, but just in that 1 in 1,000 chance that you install something and it's not current, it can kind of screw things up. So you want to always test and tweak and make sure you have good working plugins. So I'm gonna list a resource, a list of plugins that I'm using that I want to recommend, and you can just come in here to the add new plugins area of your WordPress blog, and you can just kind of input as you go, search for these plugins, and figure out if you like them, test them, tweak them, and really just get the function, get the basic function of WordPress down so you can understand it, you know how it works, and that's going to be a really critical element in you setting up blogs and niche blogs, and that's going to be so powerful in the long run. That's going to help you. You really want to get this stuff down. It is really too easy not to learn, and people from 12 all the way up to 90 are creating these blogs. So blogging is probably the next hottest wave outside of Facebook that you really want to use in your marketing efforts online. So I'm gonna put that resource up for you. I'm gonna list those plugins, and I'm gonna come back to you in another training video about WordPress and some of the other things that you can do with WordPress and how we're gonna make this all come together. So this is Antonio Causey, and I want to thank you, and I'll see you in the next training video. Thanks.